Turning things over to our resident horse lover and meteorologist, Dana. Looks like the weekend is actually turning out to be better than we thought earlier in the week.
Yeah, I think so. Originally, we were kind of on the fence whether or not we were going to see just clouds or clouds and rain. And overall, it's been trending a little bit drier. So I consider that to be some good news for the weekend. Current temperatures, though, we started to clear out some of the cloud cover this evening, especially areas in central and eastern Maine. So that's allowed our temperatures to drop into the upper 30s in some spots. However, western Maine, a lot of us still in the mid to upper 40s. Low temperatures will be about only a couple of degrees lower than the temperatures we're seeing now. Now again today, it was just a lot of cloud cover out there. We did manage to see some breaks a little bit later in the evening. However, it was kind of right before sunset, so it didn't help us a whole lot during the day. Now, most of us will actually start to see some more cloud cover as we get into the day tomorrow, so it kind of works out that the clearest map we're going to see is actually going to be overnight. Now, earlier we had two areas of showers that we were watching. One's in Aroostook County, which have since exited the area as of a couple of hours ago, and then another area of showers south of the Lakes region, kind of right along the border between Maine and New Hampshire. These were hanging tough throughout much of the day. Now there's only just a couple hanging out in areas in southern New Hampshire, which should be ending really within the next hour or so. So by the time we get to about early tomorrow morning, I do think central and northern Maine will see a bit more sunshine than we saw today. I've been saying throughout the day that I do think this model is a little bit optimistic with the amount of sunshine we're going to see. And then once we get a little bit later in the afternoon, we're going to start to see that cloud cover continue to build in. And I do think it's going to end up being kind of a middle of the road to more cloudy day, but we will see some more sunshine tomorrow than we saw today. So once we get later into the afternoon, temperatures will be getting into the mid 50s to lower 60s, so warmer than we saw today. Then we start to talk about the weekend. Now I do think Saturday is the better of the two weekend days, and the reason for that is that I think we'll get some more sunshine, especially areas in southern and western Maine early in the morning. And then once we get to around midday, it kind of ends up being a mixture of sun and clouds. A couple of showers may be popping up, but they'll be very scattered and very light, so I wouldn't worry too much about those on Saturday. Sunday, however, is a little bit of a different story. Overall, I think we're going to end up being more cloudy than we saw on Saturday. And temperatures a little bit cooler too, only getting into the upper 50s to low to mid 50s, excuse me. And then there's also the chance of showers to contend with. I think this model here does a little bit of a better job showcasing it. So I would say central through western Maine is the best chance of getting some showers around midday to early afternoon. So since it is Mother's Day on Sunday, just something to keep in mind if you'll be doing some brunch outside. Now, it's been pretty cool this week, but by the time we get to the middle of next week, temperatures getting back into the 60s, maybe a few 70s on Thursday, but we'll check back in with that in a couple of days. Seas 2 to 4 feet, water 50 degrees. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, as we start to get into the weekend, I do think Saturday is going to be the better of the two weekend days, a little bit more sunshine there, but on the cool side. But Zach, just keep in mind that areas in western Maine could see a couple showers on Sunday. So if you're doing outdoor brunch, I think Saturday is your better day.
Sounds good. Dana, thanks so much.